everyone, this is just going to be a really quick video reviewing how you can divide to get the decimal representation of a fraction. We're going to do two different examples in this video, so hopefully if you're in that last chapter of the Hard Math for Elementary School book, this should help you as you're doing your homework if you need a bit of a review. So first, this is the problem that we would set up to figure out how to write 1/8 as a decimal instead of as a fraction. So as you can see, I'm dividing 1 by 8. So I'm going to start off by thinking how many times 8 goes into 1, which is 0. So I put a 0 here, and then I carry that decimal point up as well. Now I think about how many times it goes into 10, which is going to be 1. So then I'm going to subtract that 8 times 1 off of 10, and I get a 2. I'm going to bring this next 0 down. I can put a little arrow to remind me that I've done that. And think how many times 8 goes into 20. That is going to be 2 times, and 8 times 2 is 16, so I'll subtract off that 16 from 20. Now, once I do that subtraction, I get 4, and I bring this next 0 down, and we get 40. Now, 8 actually fits into 40 evenly. It fits in 5 times, and so I subtract off 40 from here, and when I get a 0 here, that's how I know that I'm done with the problem. So 1/8 as a fraction is equal to 0.125, or 125 thousandths as a decimal. So the second example is going to be a little bit different, and hopefully you will see why as we're doing it, if you don't see why right now. So we're going to start the same way though, and I've set this up the same way as well. We're going to first figure out how many times 6 goes into 1, which is clearly 0, and then put that decimal point above there as well. Now we figure out how many times 6 goes into 10, which is just 1. And so then we're going to subtract off 6 times 1. We have 4 here, and then we carry down this 0 to get 40. Now how many times does 6 go into 40? That is 6 times. And so we're going to subtract off 6 times 6, which is 36. And we get 4. Now, if we were to bring this down here, we would get 40. Which is something we've already had. So when we see a number like this, 40, that we've already seen up above, like here, we know that we're also finished. But we don't do the same thing that we did up above, where we just say, okay, it's 0.16. What this means is that we're actually going to have 6s going on forever. And the way that we would write this is 1/6 is equal to 0.1, and then this 6 is repeating, so we put a little bar over that to demonstrate that that is repeating.